Hey everybody, I'm Amir.
And I'm Zach.
We work down here at Perkins Compounding Pharmacy on State Road 60 in Vero Beach. Today we want to share with you a quick update about the Metabolic Reset that we've been beta testing. Zach has been here every step of the way, letting me use him as a human guinea pig.
Yeah.
And we want to tell you about some of the tremendous benefits that he's seen during these 14-day metabolic resets that we've been doing. And so the big idea was really for 14 days to cut out all sugar, refined carbohydrates, which is defined as bread, pasta, rice, things of that nature, and then no alcohol whatsoever. For Zach, he wasn't a drinker, so that was very easy for him. And just to see and understand what would the effect be on the body. And so the idea was to give the pancreas a break, to give the liver a break, and to go through and be able to clean up some of those old and damaged cells throughout the body by not having to constantly process glucose and sugar in the blood at all times. So it was 14 days. And Zach, tell us a little bit maybe about your experience, like where you started before the 14 days, and then how the first couple of days were, and then the outcome.
Okay. Well, before that, I have to admit I was quite the sugar drinker. I was a big fan of soda, Dr. Pepper every day, just, favorite drink in the whole world.
Including breakfast, right? We would go out to
yes.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
you get
every now and again I would
Dr.
get
Pepper
I would not
Tuesday.
get a large Dr. Pepper.
They only have one size. Go ahead.
They have to be. Anyway, I loved just my sugar intake. It was something I did all the time, and at some point it's something you don't really think about, but when you cut all of that out, you start to realize how much of your diet is comprised of all of these sugars. Having to completely change all of my diet just to fit into the metabolic reset was not an easy transition. And having to center yourself into the mindset of, well, all of these things that I used to do are no longer viable. It's not the most comfortable start. I want to say for the first 3 or 4 days, it was kind of trouble because just the adjustment of trying to get all of that sugar out of your diet and your body, making a meal plan to try to get your usual after work meals set in place. It was just not really the easiest transition in the world, but I feel after the first 3 days, things started to significantly brighten up during my day. I felt a lot more energetic. It was a lot easier both to go to sleep and to wake up in the morning. I often found that when I would come to work, the last thing I would actually want to drink is anything full of sugar. I'd go straight for the protein drinks or some water, just some of your more natural things that would help you wake up in the day.
Yeah. And so, the original beta test was 14 days to just see and kind of understood how you looked, felt, and performed. And I know we went out to dinner as kind of a team, and, and I think you and I both kind of had a little bit of sugar that evening, something small. And then Zach went right back into doing another 14-day challenge, not an official one, but he's like, hey, I'm just, why stop here? And so at about the 28 or 30-day mark, what was your outcome? Obviously you felt better, right? Of course, but you kind of shocked me with a weight loss number that it wasn't that we weren't expecting it. It just wasn't the main goal of the metabolic reset, which I'll talk about more in a second.
Yeah. I think it was probably mostly an adjustment of calorie intake since, all that soda drinking really does inflate your calories. But I ended up losing about 35 pounds.
Yeah, which was just completely awesome. And not that it was completely unexpected either, but the primary goals of doing the metabolic reset was really to give our pancreas a break so it didn't have to constantly make insulin. It could kind of regenerate and make sure that it's healing in the right way. Preventing things in the future, right, like diabetes, and then also giving our liver a break as well. If our liver is constantly dealing with excessive glucose in the blood, it is transforming that into molecules that can be stored as fatty tissues. It doesn't have time to do its traditional detox of the body that can be so helpful. So that was pretty amazing. And then as just a symptom of kind of feeling better, Zach also started going to the gym. So in 30-day time period. You went to the gym. How many times would you say?
It was about 20 times.
About 20 times going to the gym. And so it's really interesting how these things really snowball. So you stop eating sugar, you start bringing in a little bit more protein intake, you start feeling a little bit better. He was a little grouchy, I'd say, for the first 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. But then things really started to turn around as he leveled out. And I know it was probably a tremendously good feeling for him. Everybody was noticing and recognizing that he just looked different and more healthy, and obviously was shedding a lot of pounds and weights. And they were saying, "Hey, what's going on with Zach? What is Zach doing?" And anyway, so we just wanted to share that with you today. It's an encouragement to you as well. We call it the Perkins 14-day Metabolic Reset. It's super simple. You need almost nothing to do it, right? We could talk about some vitamins or supplements in the future that could help aid in that metabolic reset. But really, it's just focusing in on foods that really fuel your body, right? Sugars taste good. They're great for birthday parties and weddings and cakes, on very special occasions. But sugar is not the best way to fuel your body for most people, right? Everybody's a little bit different, but focusing on high quality proteins, vegetables, healthy fats can make a tremendous difference and really move your body and your health in the right direction. So for Zach, he lost 35 pounds. He started going to the gym. And I know his healthcare journey is just really beginning.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll be my guinea pig on a few more things. And I can say, I did these challenges right alongside Zach, and every time I did, I'd leveled up in my health and fitness, right? Whether it was what I was able to achieve in the gym. I had a birthday kind of during that time. So what I was able to achieve in the gym, my weight continued to trim down. Every time I do a 14-day reset, I would lose 6, 7, 8 pounds, and then I'd go back. My kids would have a birthday party or something. I'd have some cake. I'd have some tortillas, and I would gain back like 3 pounds, right? But then we would do another one. I would lose 6 pounds again, and I continue to just trend downward. And not that that's the ultimate goal. There's other ways to lose weight, for sure. But the great thing about this was we weren't limiting what we ate. From the perspective of volume or quantity of food. There was no starving ourselves. You just had to make the right choices. Really encouraging for both of us to try to get 180 to 200 grams of protein a day. We didn't really, we didn't focus in on the quality of fats, right? We're just trying to keep it simple. I think deep down, we know that we need to stay away from fried chicken. Obviously.
I feel like it's an easy one.
Anyways, we want to encourage you. This is something you can do at home. You can start today. We will be releasing the official program and guidance. We're going to be doing some cool challenges down here, which is just all about getting you healthy. So anyways, Zach, thank you for sharing your story. I appreciate it. And if you need any help or guidance, or you want to talk to Zach about it, or you want to talk to me, come on down to the store anytime. We're here on State Road 60 in Vero Beach.
Yes, sir.
And we'd love to talk to you.
Have a good
day,
one.
everybody.